Yo, what's up? It's your boy Everett Anthony, Ill House Comedy Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. This is another not regular podcast. When I say not regular, I mean not regular from my weird ass podcast that I normally have. This one, I don't have any topics. I'm just going to start rambling about a situation that never did happen. It's all made up at the top of my head. Here we go. All right, dating apps. Met this girl. We connected, we matched, whatever it was. It might have been Bumble, it might have been Twitter. I'm not sure. I'm hopping on so many of them at one time, I can't keep track of what's going on. So we started chatting through the app Messenger. Eventually, we exchanged numbers. You know, the app always tells you, hey, I don't suggest you do this. You might want to keep it here because people are freaky. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I know people are freaky. I'm one of the freaky motherfuckers trying to get her phone number right now. Quit fucking blocking my stuff, all right? So we exchanged phone numbers. Now we start texting. Everything's going smooth. It seems like we vibing through text now. We didn't talk on the phone or anything. We decided, let's meet up at a bar. Cool. So we meet up at this bar, right? We just so happened to pull up at the same time, and we both text each other at the same time. Pretty much like we were meant to be. Like we thinking on the same page right now, right? So like, yeah, we both just pulled up. Like, yeah, me too. So I'm like, where you at? Like, I just got out the car. She got out the car. And we're like, we both smile. It's like, man, it's like we've been old friends and we've known each other for like 3 years. And, you know, maybe we went on one date and, you know, I didn't have a condom and we didn't end up having sex because she was on her period. And the only way she has sex on her period is when she's on, you know, when you have a condom on. And normally I'm like, well, that's badass because a lot of girls, when they're on their period, they don't want to be messed with. But at least she's down with the condom. But I didn't have a condom. I didn't have time because she had to go back to school. She was in college at the time, right? So that's the kind of look that we gave each other. Let me go back where I started. We got out the car and smiled at each other. That rambling right there, like back in college, and that's all made up. That's just a look we gave each other because it seemed like we knew each other. So we come walking up, and like she goes in for the hug. And I'm like, sweet, because she's like pretty damn cute and everything. So I go for the hug, and she hugs me, and it was weird because she grabbed my ass, and I'm pretty sure one of the digits kind of tapped the butthole a little bit. But I wasn't too sure because I was so surprised. I mean, I was already surprised she went in for a hug because, you know, most girls don't do that right away. And then she went for the ass grab, really weird. And then the digit thing, I wasn't sure if the digit thing really happened or I just made that up in my head because I'm trying to make this girl even freakier than she already is. But, you know, I went with it. I didn't let her know that it surprised me at all. I pulled back, and I went in for one of those, you know, remember Fresh Prince and the Bel Air when they would do like that, when him and Jazzy Jeff would do that, you know, a handshake, different handshakes. I went in for one of those right after just to show her I was cool with it. And the crazy thing was, we connected handshakes like we've been practicing it for the last 2 hours. It was badass. We're both just like smiling. So like, hey, let's go in this bar. Let's get something to drink. We go in there. She orders a Jack and Coke with a lime. I'm like, damn, that's what I order. That's a gangsta ass drink right there. Mostly guys drink that. You don't see a lot of girls drink that. So I'm like, man, this is going smooth. Next thing you know, man, she's telling me everything I want to hear. She watches football. She cooks. She hates a dirty ass house. I'm like, man, I'm on my phone, right? And I can tell she's getting a little annoyed. And I kept putting my phone down, though, because I don't want to piss her off because things are going good. But what she didn't realize was I wasn't playing on my phone. I wasn't on Twitter. I wasn't putting anything down on my podcast. I was actually already on jewelry shops trying to see if they had any deals on engagement rings because I was ready to marry this girl just from talking to her at the bar, right? So then we go back to her house, man. Everything's going smooth. We go back to her house. You know, she's like, hey, you want me to mix you up one more drink? I'm like, yeah, why not? Mix me up a drink. So she mixes me up a drink, right? Next thing I know, like she's like, you know, she's giving me a massage. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is badass. She's massaging me. I got a drink in my hand. I'm like, man, this day, the only thing the way this is going to get better is we have sex. You know, hopefully we're going to have sex. So next thing I know, like, I feel a big clunk on the back of my head. And I don't know what the hell happened. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I got knocked out. I'm not sure exactly what went down in between. She was giving me a back massage. I don't know if she tried to, you know, sometimes people use their elbows to give a massage. You know, you dig into people's back. And y'all don't know, maybe she got excited and like she elbowed me. I'm not too sure. But when I woke up, like, she was laying on me kind of, right? It was weird. She was laying on me and she's like, and I was like, I could feel like my hand was in a position that it shouldn't be in. And I was like, I couldn't feel too much, but I was like, man, it's something, I don't know, something feels weird. Like it almost feels like my finger is in the butthole. That's what it felt like, right? And I was like, what the hell just happened? She's like, I don't know. I really don't know what happened, but can you take your finger out of my asshole? And I was like, my finger is in your asshole? She's like, yeah, you can't feel that? You don't feel your finger inside of an asshole right now? I was like, yeah, I kind of feel like my finger is in an asshole, but I don't know what just happened because my head hurts. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. You got to give me 5 minutes to figure out what the hell just happened. But yes, it does feel like my finger's in an asshole. Is my finger in your asshole? She's like, where else would your finger be? In your own asshole? That's weird. I'm like, yeah, it is weird, but I don't know what's going on, so I just want to make sure it's in your asshole. She's like, well, does it feel like it's in your asshole? I'm like, nah, it doesn't feel like it's in my asshole at all, so I'm just making sure just in case because I got a concussion right now. I'm not sure what's going on. She's like, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take your finger out of my asshole, stick it in your mouth because that's going to turn me on. I'm like, oh, wait, what? I'm like, ooh, wait, see, we got a problem right there because although I love licking assholes, I have no problem with that. But the thing is, my tongue is not that long, so it only goes in so far. So just in case, which girls don't do this, but if there's stuff in that canal that, I don't want on my tongue, I don't go in that far so I don't reach that far. But I have a feeling my long-ass finger, when I pull that finger out, there's going to be some stuff under my fingernail, and it's not dirt. And I don't know if I really want to do that. She's like, look, I'm horny as fuck. I want you to fuck me in the ass when you're done. I'm like, you alright? Fuck it. I pull a finger out, stick it in my mouth. I'm like, there, you happy? Let's do the rest of this. She's like, I'm sorry, I cannot do that because you are weird. I'm like, what do you mean I'm weird? She's like, I can't have sex with a guy that will stick his own finger in his mouth that's been in his own butthole. I'm like, it wasn't in my butthole. Remember, it was in your butthole. She's like, no, it was not in my butthole. Trust me. It was in your butthole. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I would know if a finger's in my butthole. I would feel it, lady. She's like, oh, yeah? Guess what? She's like, you see my finger? And she's like, look back. And she's about to stick her finger in my ass. I'm like, no, don't do that. I don't like that. I ain't down with that. She's like, just trust me, okay? You'll know where I'm going after I get done with this. So she went ahead and inserted the finger into my ass, but here's the problem. I didn't feel anything. I had no clue it was there. I was looking at it while I was going down. I was like, man, I gotta go to the hospital. I'm really concussed because it looks like your finger's in my ass, but I don't feel it. She goes, exactly. And earlier, your finger was in your own asshole, okay? You can't feel it because you know that oral gel that you put on your tooth when you got a toothache and it numbs it up? I covered your ass with that and stuck your own finger in there just to see if you'd lick your own finger. And you did. So now you got to get the hell out of here. I already called you an Uber. Had a good date. Thanks for tuning in. Ill House Comedy Podcast. Rambling off stuff that I make up off the top of my head for no damn reason. Peace.